speakers on this channel have spoken about business model innovation, but none have so far discussed the role of creativity in this context. Yet, creativity is at the heart of all innovations, including business model innovation. So I would like to say a few words about creativity to add another little piece of the puzzle to business model insights. Let me begin with some basic definitions so that we all share the same point of departure. So creativity is defined by many authors, including myself, as the generation of ideas that are both new and useful. So there is the element of originality. In addition to that, however, especially in the context of business, there needs to be the element of relevance, appropriateness, or usefulness, if you like. Innovation, on the other hand, is the implementation of creative ideas in order to produce something of value. So in the context of business model innovation, we're talking about how we can use creativity in order to innovate particular elements of the business model. So creativity and innovation are two ends of a process that start off with ideas, and if those ideas are relevant and novel, become innovations when implemented. Now this implies that you can have creativity without innovation, but you can't have innovation without creativity. So this leads us to the question of how can creativity be incorporated into business model innovation? This is a question that my colleagues and I asked ourselves at the Edward de Bono Institute at the University of Malta, and this led us to develop two papers that we presented at the Business Model Conference in 2021 and in 2022. In our first paper, we introduced Scamper, which is a creative thinking tool, as a tool in order to innovate the revenue streams element of the business model canvas. Scamper is an acronym that refers to particular changes that can be carried out to a product, a service, a concept, or indeed a business model. And the Scamper acronym stands for substitute, combine, adapt, modify, put to another use, eliminate, or reverse. Now, we proposed Scamper to innovate the revenue streams component of the business model canvas. However, of course, it can also be applied to all the other blocks as well. In the second paper, we went a step further and we took a more future-oriented approach, and we proposed a number of creativity tools in order to stimulate future scenarios. So it is a foresight exercise in relation to the business model canvas. In particular, we proposed the use of Pestle, which most people are familiar with, together with the use of two tools by Edward de Bono known as the APC, Alternatives, Possibilities and Choices, and the other one is the C&S, Consequence and Sequel. And together these tools will enable us to create desirable and undesirable future scenarios, and obviously then try to take decisions on which ones are more desirable and take action to try to attain those futures. To conclude, I would like to remind all our viewers that when talking about creativity and innovation, it is important to keep in mind that we are aiming for something that is different from, but also better than what is already available, because at the end of the day, that is at the essence of all creativity and innovation. Thank you.